Welcome back to another episode of DB Sports. Let's get into it. This weekend we had Eric and Lubin versus Ortiz. It was a good fight. It was highly promoted because Eric and Lubin, who's a seasoned dude who's done it for some time, and then Ortiz, who is one of the prospects that are coming up, a little more above than a prospect, that future stars, especially after him being a Mexican American and after Canelo losing, one of the big topics a lot right now is who will be the next big Mexican star coming up. Even though I see him more as an American than a Mexican because he doesn't speak Spanish, but him having such an exciting style, really good fighter, actually, really good fighter. Uh, so people are predicting, is he the next Mexican star coming up right now? Can he be the one that takes the mantle from Canelo? Um, and then a lot of the stuff with him and Virgil. Him and Boo Tennis. A lot of talking, especially Eddie Hearn and De La Hoya. A lot of talking from them. um, so this was a fight that had a lot of attention and pressure on him because he needed to perform good, especially after Eric and Lubin's last two title shot fights against Charlo, which he got knocked out in the first round, I believe, first 2 rounds. And when he fought for Endura, which he got stopped in the 9th or 10th round, from what I believe. So Virgil had a lot of pressure on him in this fight to look good and impress, especially if he is going to fight Butenis next year. So you have to go in to this trying to look good, and this being probably one of the bigger names he's fought in his career. Going into it, I thought it was going to be interesting because Eric and Lubin, the Hammer, who still has a little bit left in him. I'm not going to say fully washed, but had still a little bit something left in him. He has some power in that hand, and his left hand being a softball. So it was going to be an interesting test to see how that would go. I don't remember ever seeing Ortiz against a southpaw, so it was going to be an interesting thing to see how he would do against a southpaw, especially one that had some power in his hand, being the Hammer. So it was going to be an interesting test to see. And it wasn't much of a test. Shit ended in the second round. Ortiz finished him, knocked him out standing. It was nothing close of a fight, really, honestly. Eric and Lubin, I don't know what his game plan was. I don't know what the hell he was trying to do, honestly. It was very confusing to me on what he was trying to do. I don't know. It was very confusing. He got himself to the ropes a lot. I don't know why. That's something especially against you don't want to do against a Mexican style puncher who's gonna throw a lot of punches at you. Made no sense to me. Um, Ortiz looked amazing. He got the second round finish. He fucked him up, and especially finishing him early too, so he didn't take too much of a beating. He could fight Boots really early on, first quarter of next year, going into a knockout. That makes that fight even look even bigger. And that's the fight that we should get next, him versus Boots Ennis. In my opinion, personally, it's a really good style matchup with a Mexican style who punches really hard, good speed, really good jab by Ortiz against the Boots Ennis, who's that flashy style switch hitter who's really fast hands and looks like he has some power too. To me, them two fighting each other reminds me of a De La Hoya versus Sugar Shane Mosley. Two dudes in the prime fighting each other really early on. I love it. I want to see it. I know the two promoters love to talk a lot of shit. One, De La Hoya saying that Boots does not want this fight for shit. Where Eddie's saying Virgil and them don't want the fight. I don't care who does. I think that's just talk. That's all that is talk by promoters. I want to see the fight. It's going to be one entertaining fight. I don't honestly really don't know who's going to win that fight. Leaning slightly towards Virgil on that one. But should be a really good, entertaining fight to see. I know we got coming up some more fights. We got the November 15th Conor Benn versus Ebanks Jr. That first fight was so entertaining. Them two really do hate each other. I can't wait to see that. We'll do my breakdown on that fight when that fight comes. That one's gonna be a really good one. We also got the David Benavidez on November 22nd versus Anthony Yard. Also with Haney and Norman, which that's really a good fight right there with Haney. Whatever you feel about him, a lot of people love and hate that guy. Moving up to 147, fighting honestly the best dude at 147 because Mario Barrios really isn't much of shit. Doesn't really fight. I think he hasn't won a fight in like 3 years, 3 years because his last couple fights, Robin Traws. Norman, who's a good power puncher, good speed, so should be a good fight. With Bam Bam in there too, and Arthur Better Beef. But we'll do a breakdown when it gets closer to those cards. I just want to say thank you guys for all the likes and support. I will push harder for more interviews and continue some more content. Thank you guys.